What's going on, guys? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman. On today's show, Coby White. Is he your Lonzo Ball replacement? That's going to be the topic of conversation on today's show. After Coby White, he's impressed me during the first couple of preseason games. Bulls just wrapped up their final preseason game tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where they did end up losing by 9 points. But I thought the story of the preseason and story of the game tonight, it's got to be Mr. Coby White. He's impressed me, man. And Coby White, listen, we can kind of break it down right now on why I do think he is the Lonzo Ball replacement. Listen, I think the Bulls have been looking for this replacement for a while. We obviously know how good that team was when Lonzo, DeMar, LaVine, Vooch, and that big four was really cooking at the beginning of the 2021-22 season. I mean, they found themselves number one in the Eastern Conference. Lonzo Ball gets hurt after, I believe it was 35 games, and we really saw the play of the team just go completely downhill. And the Bulls ended up being like the 7th seed that year, lost to the Bucks in 5. And we've been looking for that true point guard on this roster for a while. And, you know, we picked up Javon Carter this offseason. Thought maybe JC could fulfill that role. But after what I've seen during the preseason, I think it is Coby White, and that's going to be what I'm talking about on today's show. Starting off, Coby White. Let's just talk about the intangibles and the overall player that he is. He's a 6'5" point guard. Overall, in his first 3 years of the year, his rookie year, he averaged 15 a game. Second year, averaged 12. His past season last year, he only averaged 9. So he's been on a downhill trajectory so far during his NBA career, but so far during the preseason, he's looked pretty good. I've always said it. Coby White, he's got a lot of hills and valleys to his games. Or have a lot of games where he's the type of player, he'll go 9 of 12, give you 24 points, and you're like, man, that's the Coby White I want to see. Then he'll also give you games where he's 2 of 11, incredibly inefficient, doesn't really play defense too well, and he lacks that kind of playmaking ability. That's changed. This preseason, he's really changed that tune for me. Listen, Coby White, in terms of a playmaker, that's what has impressed me so much during the preseason so far. I really like the way he's been getting the ball, in the Vooch a lot of times on these pick and rolls. He'll come down. He's been using his body really well. Like, he'll get the defender on his hip. It's just typical point guard play at any level, frankly, of basketball. And he's been finding the big guy. He's been also finding if the help side's over, that kind of kick-out pass across the court to an open three-point shooter. Love the way Coby White's been playing. And he also has this, I call it the blackout factor. And a lot of elite shooters and a lot of elite scorers in the NBA have it. It's called, I call it the blackout factor. I've heard JJ Redick call it like the flow state. And it's kind of when you're at that point when you're in the middle of a basketball game. If you guys have played basketball, even you can relate it. Even if you go play at your local LA Fitness, it's like when you hit your first couple shots and you're feeling good, you're feeling in rhythm, your body feels connected head to toe, and it's like all you're seeing is back rim. Like, that's where I feel like Coby White, he gets to that flow state so much. And that's why I really am a believer in Mr. Coby White. And listen, I think he's going to have a great year, and I think he's really going to be the Lonzo Ball replacement. I think he can really run that point guard. He's going to be for sure in the starting lineup. It's probably going to be him, DeMar DeRozan, LaVine, Patrick Williams, and Vooch, the starting 5 against the Thunder next week. So that's going to be a ton of fun. But, hey, we're going to be live for that game on the channel. So make sure you guys are subscribe to the channel. Show some love, though, here, and hit that sub button. Lock us in. We're going to be live next week for the Thunder game. So you guys don't want to miss out. We're also going to be keeping you guys posted. Everything you need to know around the Chicago Bulls. But I just kind of gave you my thoughts on Coby White here. I am going to get into Patrick Williams because he's had an up and down. I'll say that. He's had an up and down start to his preseason, or in totality in the preseason. Sorry, tripping over my words here. But, some games, Patrick Williams, he looks freaking great. He'll be aggressive. He brings it downhill, and, that's what I kind of saw tonight against the Timberwolves. Got downhill. Obviously, he couldn't get the jumper to go. He was like 0 of 7 from 3, but I liked him being aggressive in that respect. So, listen, I'm a fan of Patrick Williams. I'm going to give you guys more thoughts on Patrick Williams and wrap it up. Talk about Coby White again here in a second, but I do want to give a big-time shout-out to Prize Picks, a sponsor of today's video. If you guys head to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS, you'll get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. It's daily fantasy made easy. All you do is pick two or more players. Choose more or less on their projected stat types, and choose more or less on their projected stat types. Already have season-long plays you guys can get involved in for the Chicago Bulls. They got Zach LaVine, 25.1 points per game. I'm going to take more on that. Also, DeMar DeRozan, 23.8 points per game. I'm actually going to go less on that. I think P-Dub will get more shot attempts this year, which will naturally just, hurt DeMar DeRozan in reaching that total. And then I'm going to go Vooch, more than 10.9 rebounds per game. Get hooked up with PrizePicks at prizepicks.com/CLNS. If you guys use that promo code CLNS, you'll get that deposit, or you get your first deposit match up to $100. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Let's close it out, though, talking about a little Patrick Williams here because he's in an up-and-down preseason. First game, again, it was passive P. That's what I really saw out of Patrick Williams a lot. It was a lot of passive Patrick Williams, and that's an issue with him, man, because the talent's there. Like, I'll watch him. He's got this wicked fast first step. We'll put the ball between his legs, one dribble, go. Like, it's really fast. He's really athletic, really long. Even today against the Timberwolves, like, he would get to a spot, get a little bump, sidestep, rise up, and I love to see it, but still just letting a lot left to be desired, and he's just going to have to stay aggressive. And I'm a little concerned with Coby White kind of taking that next step that we've seen during the preseason. Like, can Patrick Williams, can he maintain the aggression while being a fourth option? Because I think that's what or a fifth option, actually, because I think Coby White's going to kind of be that breakout player. So can he stay aggressive? Can he be efficient like he's been in the years past? We're really just going to have to wait and see. But let me know if you guys are still a believer in Patrick Williams. Let me know your thoughts on him down in the comments section. I feel like he's a pretty polarizing figure amongst Bulls fans, where some people love him, some people don't really like him. But, I'm still a believer, still 22 years old, which is crazy to think about. But, yeah, I just think he's gonna struggle getting his shot attempts this year. I said it's got to be at least 10 a game. I just don't really think he's gonna get up there now, man. It kind of stinks. But do want to just close it out again, just giving love to Coby White. He's been the most impressive player for me during the preseason, mainly because I saw something in his game that I haven't had or that I haven't seen before. So I love to see that. Coby White, can't give him enough flowers. I really do think he's the Lonzo Ball replacement for the Chicago Bulls. Remember, you guys will see night one. It's just going to come down to this team, if the chemistry, if everything can click, if this team can make a playoff run. I'm still a believer. Obviously, preseason didn't have a lot of team success, but I did see a lot of individuals, up their play a lot. So that was a good sign. But overall, big fan of Coby White and the way he's been playing basketball this season. I think he's been really good for this Bulls team. But, type those zeros in the chat, though. Show Big Bucket Coby some love. The man out of North Carolina. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe the hair is what will do it, or what will change his game and take it to a next level. But show him some love. Type the zeros in the comments section. And like I said, we're going to be live for the Bulls Thunder preseason game. It's going to be a ton of fun. Have a couple drinks here on the channel next Wednesday. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Stay in the loop. We'll be breaking down all these players here on the channel in the days to come. So, again, shout out to everybody tuned into our watch party. Shout out to everybody who's been showing love on the channel as of recently. But that's today's show. I think Coby White is the Lonzo Ball replacement for the Chicago Bulls. Kind of out on Patrick Williams. So, yeah, thank God they brought in Torrey Craig to maybe, push him a little bit. But Coby White, I think he's going to be your true point guard for the Bulls. See you guys next time, though. Thanks so much for watching. Go Bulls.